Hi guys, this is Naeem. Today we are going to be starting our third episode in Python, and today we're going to be talking about data types, and hopefully we're going to end it with casting. So in programming, data type is an important concept. Variables can store different types and different types can do different things. Python has the following data types built in by default, as I'll show you, and they have these categories. So the first type of type is a text type, a string. Okay, so the second type is numeric types, which include int, float, and complex. Okay, the third type are sequence types, which include list, tuple, and range. The fourth type are mapping types, which include dictionaries, which is another topic. The fifth types are set types, where we set the type. Six types are Boolean types, and Booleans are either true or false. And the last type are binary types, which is perhaps something we might go through later, maybe inshallah. Okay, so that's that. Now the question is, how do these different types look like? Well, let's go. Let's begin. Okay, so a string. So to make a string will be something like x equals hello world. Okay, so that's basically a string. Okay, oh, I forgot to add the dials to this. Okay, so now numeric types. So an example can be x equals 20, that's int. X equals 20.5, that's a float. Okay, or since they both have x's, my bad. So I'll just call this C. Okay. Another example. F equals 1j. This is obviously an example of a complex number. Look, that's it. So with sequence types are a bit more complicated, and they involved us creating lists. So a list will look like this: apple, banana, oranges. Okay, that's a list. Now, something else called a tuple is a list, but a tuple is slightly different, because in a tuple we cannot change the values inside the list. In a list we can actually adjust the values, but in a tuple the values are fixed, and that's actually a different topic. But a tuple will be just like a list, except you have to use brackets instead of the square brackets. So apple, banana, orange. So notice the difference between a list and a tuple. And a range will look like this: x or y equals range 6. But ranges can also be a bit like this to this, if I'm not wrong. But anyways, so that's that. Now with mapping types refer to dictionaries, and dictionaries, they're gonna look like this: x equals so we have to use this type or bracket name, and then you use the semicolon, full colon, and then you sign whatever yours connected to name. So this means name is in the dictionary, the name is connected to John. Okay, John is part of name in this dictionary. And we can also add something else. So for example, with this comma, now I'm introducing a new subject in the dictionary: age 36. So John is 36 in age, and John's name is John. Okay, so that's a dictionary. Now with the other types, set we can call apple, banana. Okay, So this is a set, okay? Oh, sorry, wait. I need to use different terms. I just because I'm so much. Okay, a frozen set would be literally the same thing, but if I copy and paste, we just change some small things. So in a frozen set, we're gonna instead do frozen set, and then we put brackets around it. So that's the frozen set. Frozen set. Okay, and now with booleans are either true or false. Okay, so if I said hi equals true, that's a boolean. Okay, or wait, what's going on here? Oh yeah, capital letter. Okay, so that is an example of a boolean. I could also say go. I could also say by equals false. Okay, these are booleans. Now with the last few ones, let me just state the facts. Okay, so a byte is going to look like this. So op is just b. Hello. Okay, that's a byte. A byte array will be something like it's the equals byte array 5. Okay, and memory view equals the geo equals memory view bytes 5, and these are different topics. Hopefully we'll go through them in the future. So now that that's done, you can use some particular constructor functions to set the specific data type if you want. You don't necessarily have to. Some data types, like for example x equals hello world, it's automatically assumed by Python, okay, this is a string. This is a string. I don't need to say that this is a string because Python just knows it's a string by how it's valued. But we can specify the data type if we want by writing str. Okay, so we specify to Python that's a string. So if we want to specify that this is an int, we can do that. Okay, if you want to specify this a float, okay, we can do that. And then a complex, just like that. See, yeah, we just did that. Awesome. Now regarding lists, we do similar thing, list, and except with list, we're gonna have to remove the square brackets. Okay. And similarly with tuple, we're gonna have to add double brackets now. Okay. And with range, that's how it is. We've already defined range. And with dictionary, if we want to define a dictionary, we can actually write this down slightly differently. So instead we can say I with dictionary we can say I equals dict, and then I can say something like name equals John. So I'm directly defining the dictionary. This is quite useful actually, and it's a bit more simplified than the other method in a way, but this is just another way. Age equals 36. Okay, so this is another way of typing in dictionary. With sets and frozen set, they would be very similar, but we're going to use double brackets. Okay, set and frozen set, same thing, double brackets. Although it's kind of already frozen set, it's not much of a difference. And with bool, we can always assign a number to bool. So x equals bool 5, it would look like that. With bytes, we could say something like x equals bytes 5. So we you assign that. With byte arrays, memory view bytes, they stay as they are.